The leopards are feasting, but unfortunately, the news anchors are out. So today it's just me and Persephone. So this was a post from the Leopards Ate My Face subreddit. It's titled Southern Gospel Pianist on Facebook is worried he might lose his federal gig. All right, so you see he has this picture uninstalling Joe Biden. So he is excited about Trump coming in. Please be patient. Your country will be restored soon. Okay, so he says, I don't post about this because I'm vocal about politics and religion, but I am a federal worker. I used to work in DC, but during the pandemic, we all went remote. So I relocated back to my hometown. My employer even got rid of their building and got a smaller place with the assumption that most employees would continue to be remote. Even if all of my employer's employees returned to the office, there wouldn't be a place to put them all. And due to the nature of our work, highly sensitive, the current building wouldn't be suitable since it's mostly hoteling style desks and not many offices or cubicles, as with our former building that facilitated working with classified material. With President Trump's executive orders to freeze federal hiring and bring federal workers back to the office, I'm not sure at the moment where that leaves me. He said, I trust God's decision to put Donald Trump as president. It wasn't God, y'all. It was the voters. It wasn't God. He says, however, I disagree with Trump's executive order to modify remote work. Now, y'all know what Elon Musk says. Elon Musk has been railing against work from home for a while. He says, as a remote federal worker, there have been many times when this flexibility has enabled me and my team to work early or late as needed to accomplish the mission of the federal government. This would not have been possible if we were not remote. The deliverables would have been greatly delayed. My family has rooted in Tennessee, and I'm not interested in uprooting my daughters again by going back to DC. My girls finally have a grandparent, aunts, uncles, and cousins nearby, and I am currently unable to apply for other federal jobs here due to the federal hiring freeze executive order. Please keep me in your prayers as I trust the Lord to guide my employment situation. If you hear anything regarding a related job in or around Chattanooga, let me know. I have a doctorate in finance and have worked as an economist for the past 10 years. If you don't know what an economist is, I do statistical analysis on economic data. I am not an accountant or financial advisor. The wild thing is, these people knew what they were planning on doing. Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy have been railing against work from home. And this is what they ask for. They get all of Donald Trump with the freeze. It's not just the other people that get frozen. All of y'all, even the people that voted for this. Yes, this is exactly what you voted for. Now, you poop the bed, you just squish it a little bit and then smell it. Yep, that's your poop. You did that. You did that. Now enjoy. Once again, please be patient. Your country will soon be restored. Uninstalling Joe Biden. Now you get all that comes along with Trump. I don't know if y'all have heard this, but throughout Reddit, they have made a movement where they're no longer posting Twitter links. So they are trying not to drive any more traffic to Twitter, all because of Elon and his supposed Roman salute. That's what they're going with it. So many of these people are acting like he is not doing a Nazi salute. So, but yeah, that's what they're doing all throughout Reddit. I've seen this. This is in the Leopards Ate My Face subreddit and is all throughout many of the subreddit groups. Here's the technology subreddit saying the same thing. Whatever this is, Liverpool IFC proposal to ban X links, even Dungeons and Dragons. I'm going to read what this says because this is the reasoning for most of these subreddits. He or she says, given Musk's actions on Monday, it may be time to rethink how we engage with the platform. Beyond Musk giving two Nazi salutes, he has repeatedly amplified harmful rhetoric and interacted with accounts promoting Nazi ideology, raising serious questions about Twitter's role in spreading hate and extremism. Continuing to share links to Twitter content risks contributing to the visibility of a platform that has become increasingly hostile to basic principles of decency and respect. Other subreddits are already considering policies to limit engagement with Twitter, and it may be worth joining this broader effort. It's also worth remembering Musk's previous attacks on the D&D community, which showcased his disregard for respectful discourse and his willingness to mock and alienate specific groups. As an alternative, we could encourage sharing screenshots of tweets rather than direct links. This approach would reduce engagement with the platform while still allowing users to discuss relevant content. It's a small but meaningful step toward discouraging support for a space that has consistently failed to uphold fundamental standards of accountability and responsible moderating. So that is the premise for why they are not adding links, because when you add links, you send people over there, and sending people over there means that he gets engagement. I have taken down my Bourbon Bougie account. I did that a few weeks ago. I'm over on Blue Sky. Now, people do send me screenshots, but I do not use links to send people back over there to his place. And I wonder how many people have decided to leave Twitter because of when he did this. I wonder how many people have left because of this. Now, some people are trying to act like we didn't see what we saw, like we didn't watch the videos, like we haven't seen it. And some organizations are trying to sane wash it, like this is like normal politics as usual. But many people are not going to let this slide. And I'm glad that there are other countries outside of the United States that see this for what it is and are calling it out, because this is not normal politics as usual. This is history repeating itself, and we've already been there. We've already seen this, and it is not a good look for many people that are darker complexion, not the right religion. It doesn't have a good ending. So we don't want to encourage this at all. Now, the conservative subreddit, they're kind of mocking it, saying Reddit has finally become nearly unusable due to this latest tantrum. I cannot go to any subreddit, no matter how niche, no matter how far removed from politics, without getting spammed with the Blue Sky or general leftist propaganda now. It's completely inescapable. Every subreddit has been astroturfed to the extreme. I've never seen such a collective and controlled effort to take over a website completely. I could go to the most unpopular niche way out there subreddit, and the top post with 3,000K updoots, I'm not sure if that's the right word, will be, "We are banning X." The admins need to take back control of their website. And so, they're mocking it because they don't want to acknowledge we saw what we saw. Because if they did, they would have to accept that their party has been taken over by Nazis, plain and simple. So this one is simply titled Schadenfreude. Let's get into this and smile. So Relaxing Joe said, "Donald Trump, we voted for you thinking everything would work out for the best. My wife was offered a position with the USPTO and was really excited to start on the 10th of February. However, she received an offer rescinded due to the federal hiring freeze email today. Please help. Please help." No. Big Orange ATL says, "I have always supported you, Mr. President, but your hiring freeze just cost my daughter her very first job offer from the federal government after a long, hard journey obtaining her PhD. It's so very disappointing for her, and she also voted for you. Please lift the freeze." Albert Einstein says, "I voted for Trump, and today I lost a summer internship that I was pretty excited for due to the hiring freeze. Not sure how to feel." I say, "I hope you feel terrible." That is what I say. Matt says, "Hey, POTUS, Elon Musk, Doge, I'm all for shrinking the size of the government. Can you take a look at the Departments of Veteran Affairs hiring freeze? Medical professionals are always short-staffed. Cut the bloat, but keep hiring the much-needed staff. Hashtag Doge." They really think that they're special, that their departments are more special than the other people's departments. That's where they are. That's what they think. David says, "Funny, not funny story. I have a friend that voted for Trump. She was just hired for a promotion within the federal government. Trump issues an EO putting a hiring freeze in effect. The organization rescinded the offer. Sad, but that is what she voted for. I am not sad. I am quite happy that she lost out on that position. It makes me smile." Okay, so I have more. This says, "Outspoken Trump supporter who moved across the country to be a park ranger now affected by hiring freeze and lack of staffing." Here's the first screenshot saying, I sure hope no one has planned to visit any national parks this year. Thanks to Trump, there would be no park staffing. Such a shame. I thought he was going to fix stuff, not make it worse. So you thought, sir. So you thought. So here's his second post on the topic saying, I really hope that the federal hiring freeze doesn't last too long. I really like to not live in blank anymore. And that's the thing about this hiring freeze. This has definitely impacted people. And I've talked about this before, because when you get ready for a job, you buy things. Some people have moved, like this man have moved. Some people prepare their kids, start doing things like transferring schools. And this happens. But this is what happens when you vote for somebody that is a maniacal man that has no sense and just wants to prove a point. All of that efficiency and cutting bloat and cutting all these departments, it impacts real people. And these Trump supporters didn't think that it would impact them. That's the reason why I'm so gleeful as they hurt. While I do recognize that other people are hurting, I just want them to feel it worst and first, especially since they voted for this mess. Now, here's a screenshot when this man was simply gleeful that Trump won. So he shared this post saying, it feels as if the whole nation is waiting on the results of a pregnancy test. We either get a healthy baby boy or the daughter of Satan. That is how they were talking about Kamala Harris, literally comparing her to the daughter of Satan. And when he posted that or reposted that, he posted it with a laughing emoji. And then here it says, pissing off the liberals. I guess with that last post, I lost a friend because of it. And then he does this laugh emoji. And so they actually really enjoy, or they seem to enjoy, triggering the libs, owning the libs. And as more and more people distance themselves from them, they're like clutching at their pearls, wondering, oh my God, how can you throw away a friendship over politics when they purposely try to annoy folks or belittle people simply because we actually wanted a government that was completely opposite of whatever they voted in. But he's, like he said, pissing off the liberals, whereas most of the liberals are literally just pulling away and leaving them alone. So now this person titled this one, Another Law Enforcement Trumpy Upset About Pardons for Violent Insurrectionists. So it says, pro-Trump Florida sheriff slams Trump pardoning the January 6th cop beaters. And his quote, this is the quote from Grady Judd. The president has the authority to unilaterally pardon all of them. And he did, but I can never support pardoning or commuting the sentence on people who beat on cops, who strike cops, who physically not only resist them, but get them down and batter them. And to that, I say, duh, y'all really thought that he was a pro-cop person, calling these people hostages and POWs or whatnot? He doesn't respect y'all. I don't know what you all thought and why you back him so much. Everything that he says is like he was literally trying to get people's votes. He did. Now he could just, I don't know, do whatever the heck he feels like in that moment. And this goes along with this. The Fraternal Order of Police, they're a little irritated with the Trump as well. It says, police union that endorsed Trump blasts the January 6 pardons. And the International Association of Chiefs of Police on Tuesday. The big picture, the group said they're deeply discouraged by the pardons and commutations made by both Biden and Trump, by the Biden and Trump administrations of individuals convicted of unaliving or assaulting law enforcement officers. Driving the news, the group said in a statement they firmly believe those convicted of such crimes should serve full sentences. Allowing those convicted of these crimes to be released early diminishes accountability and devalues the sacrifices made by courageous law enforcement officers and their families, per the statement. When perpetrators of crimes, especially serious crimes, are not held fully accountable, it sends a dangerous message that the consequences for attacking law enforcement are not severe, potentially emboldening others to commit similar acts of violence, the union said. The wild thing is they literally endorsed a felon, a 34-time felon, someone who has let everyone know that he doesn't care about consent. He has been convicted, or he is an adjudicated SAer. So, like, literally, they're being a little silly with this statement because if a felon can become president, why can't a felon let his fellow felons out of jail? I mean, literally, he's getting no consequences for his actions. Why should the American people get consequences? All of this is a bad look, but the Fraternal Order of Police endorsed Trump. So it all makes sense to me, kind of, in this bizarro world. Anyways, that's it for this particular Leopards Are Feasting. I'm totally sure there's going to be more to report on, but that's how we're closing this one out. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment.